Yeah, come on!
It is the Yeah Come On show with
Southside Steve. I just wanted to do it with you. It's so much fun to say my name. Say my name, say my name. Southside Steve has a co-host. That is my partner over there, Jeff Cole. He's right there behind his guitar. And Exit Wealth, man, that's our sponsor. That is our studio sponsor. We have one, and they take good care of us, and we see nothing but successful millionaires coming in and out of here. So whether you got 300-400 in savings or millions, these guys are getting between 20 and 25%. That's what they're getting with me. I can't tell you what we're investing in because I think that's illegal and insider whatevers. But I don't have a license. I should be able to say what I want.
Well, yeah, you can give advice. Just it's not it's not professional advice.
Yeah.
It's just your opinion.
Yeah, they have little things like invest with roots and some other stuff. I just gave you one. But exitwealth.com, tell them Southside sent you. These guys are no joke. And they also have a studio in Buckhead that, depending on the various shows that Jeff and I do through the Yeah Come On, everything will always be put up every day, 5 days a week. We might have shows on the weekend we put up due to extra content as a bonus. But we're here for you every day, and if it's not us live, which it will be 90% of the time, I really didn't give us a lot of vacation.
I know. Well, it's because we could do it fast because we do a 4-hour Atlanta morning radio show in 30 minutes.
And we do it live without a net. So the good news is for Mike, our producer, and Jeff, there is nothing to be edited. Whatever happens stays in the show. Whether you mispronounce a word or somebody gets caught picking their nose or drinking a Coke Zero, I don't care. I don't care. This is real. And we're doing real radio. Now, other radio shows at big companies have got commercials. We have commercials, but they're verbal.
They're fun because this is what I like about listening to podcasts too. Is you'll hear whatever Joe Rogan, Tim Dillon, whoever you listen to, or Bill Maher.
Yeah,
they just do the commercials live, and sometimes they'll add. It's fun. They'll make jokes or whatever.
I don't do it the same way twice.
Exactly, it's never the same. So then that's what we do when we talk about our sponsors.
Yeah, and I can talk about our other sponsor who we share an office with is Exit Stage Left Advisors. This is one I'm involved in. I'm actually a rep. I'm on LinkedIn with it, and you can come to me. I deal with a lot of my good old boys, people that have owned businesses, for 20, 30 years, and they're ready to sell them. They don't have none of these kids want to go into dad's business. I have one or two friends that they're like, you know what? I want to do it, Dad. I want to be like you. The rest of them are like, Dad, thanks for putting me through college. I got other things to do. And then the dad's like, well, damn it. I'm mid-60s, mid-70s, and I'm ready to sell. I want to, I think people don't wait to the last second to relax. Be able to jog at least.
I would do it right now if I could.
Yeah. Look at you. I'm Jeff Cole, and I'm retiring at 51. I do have a baseball player buddy, Chris Medlin, who we'll bring on at some point. I know he doesn't appreciate when I say this, but he retired at 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
you imagine? 30. Done. I'm like, yes. I mean, the dude, he was good. Won a World Series for the Royals. But that aside, Exit Stage Left Advisors, you can go to that site to, again, mention me to whoever picks up the phone or send me the message. I'll make the introduction with the owner and me and you, and everything is, I always have to sign one of those NDAs. Mm-hmm. I can't talk about anything, but I can talk about our rival radio station. Now, we are a morning show, make no mistake about it. Jeff and I have over 50 years of corporate radio experience.
In Atlanta.
Here. And Jeff never worked for Cumulus. I did for 14 years. Mm-hmm. I did Rock 100.5. So I'm going to speak to the old company. We're up against a new morning show.
Oh, yes, we are. They just debuted yesterday, I believe.
What is the name of the new show?
This is who was replacing your old pal, Bert.
Yeah, Bert is a buddy of mine. Bert was at my wedding with his first wife. Now he's on his second. Bert
I think
just got
he might
married.
Be on his third.
Did he marry the other chick? No, I think they just were going to get married and they dated. He built a house with her, the middle
No,
one.
I think he just got divorced or something.
Oh, so he's been married
maybe I don't know.
twice.
Maybe he's in the two-timers club like me.
Bert, and I want to thank you, Bert, for inviting me to you're a two-timer. Bert, thanks for inviting me to your destination wedding. Southside invited you to his. Is it like that? Should I be that guy? So you're like, well, I invited you to mine. Shouldn't you have invited me to yours? Only if it's a cool wedding. If it's a pain in the ass wedding out in the middle of Conyers, I don't want to go. You know what I mean? I've done enough of those. Just invite me to something cool. You know, but whatever. No, Bert, I'm happy for you. I've been to enough. If I never go to another wedding, I'll be just fine. Other than my kids.
No, I love weddings. You kidding me?
They are fun.
I love weddings. Yeah.
You'd make a great wedding DJ.
You know, I actually DJ'd my second cousin's wedding a few weeks ago or a couple months ago.
I've done two, and I can marry people, and every once in a while, I don't know why. I got to check my DMs more. I missed a couple of invites to do people's weddings, but you know, I charge about $800 to $1,000 if you want me to come do your wedding, and I'll do it, and I'll meet with you, and I'll knock it out of the park, and we'll have fun, and I'll do some shots.
Yeah, maybe that could be one of our side business.
Jeff, we have 5 side businesses. We're about to.
Well, okay, so here it is. All right, back to the
back. We got to get focused here because we are just, and I'm not being a jerk. The guy that hired these guys was a jerk to me.
Yeah.
And the question is, do I turn the cheek? Why burn a bridge? That's why I am where I am. I never burn a bridge. So I guess I'm a guy you can mistreat. And when I talk to Rodney Ho with the AJC or my radio peers, I don't say anything bad. Now, if you're one of my best friends or my brothers, yeah, I'll say what I think of this guy. But I'm not going to do it to the public. But the powers that be at Cumulus have hired finally a new morning show to replace the Burt Show.
Yeah, and here it is. Da-da.
Let me see them.
The Q Morning Crew.
Do I know them? Trying to see where they did radio out of.
I think they're new. It's a local. It does say. I will give. We're talking about Brian Phillips. I guess he's one of the.
It's
head
his job
at Cumulus.
He's the one.
They want to keep it, local.
Yeah.
Atlanta focus live. So I got to give him credit for that, for not just getting another Elliott show or whatever the hell they tried, the syndicated show, piping something in, which of course Clear Channel did the same thing. They piped stuff in from other cities, and it drove me nuts because like, hey, those are our jobs. So they put together a new morning show.
I think a major market I will say a major market, unless you're like New York or LA, where people expect syndication. Certain cities expect it because they're like, we're the best city in the country. We deserve everything. But a southern city, anything past market 5, and that's where I think I'm smarter than these guys. I'm like, you don't put syndication in market 7. Atlanta is a melting pot of sorts, but they want local.
Yeah.
They always have. Syndication hasn't worked here. But Brian Phillips is the one. I can say this. He's the brainchild that
99X.
That ended Rock 100.5.
Well, but he was part of the original creators of 99X in the early 90s, which was pretty big.
Well, 99X wasn't pretty big. It was huge.
It set the stage for the whole alternative format.
This dude is, he's walked on a little bit of water, and then he went to CMT, and he combined rock and country, and that was his thing. And then he put one of his former morning show people in that gig, and then he took the Southeast, I'm assuming, I don't think it's the country, for Cumulus to look at content. And the true story is, and we'll get into it fast, you got 99X, it comes in, and I was telling our intern yesterday, not intern, but somebody came on the radio, and she's trying to make it in terrestrial radio, and I'm like, go for it. And I just said, when I was at 96 Rock, I had come to work in 93 at a station that I listened to in the 80s and started in the 70s, and it was the station.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It just was.
It still is. You see the 96 Rock license plates all over the city every day.
Yeah, Willard, you're killing that one. But, based on that, when I got there was Z93 and there was 96 Rock.
Yeah.
So you got 2 rock stations.
And then there was Fox 97, the oldies.
The oldies. So if you're going to open a new station, you're not going to go with rock. So what 99X did is they stole the college format. I broke Collective Soul 100%. I'm the first one to ever play them. They're some of my best friends. I love Collective Soul. But we were having Natalie Merchant coming in. We were having anybody that did all.
Yeah, they took the college format at the time, and it became the mainstream, partially due to 99X.
Yes, and we were a 100,000 watt radio station, so everybody knew about Georgia State University, where I was a jock, and so was Jeff. So when they took it, everybody at 88.5 in Georgia State got pissed, and I'm like, even I supported it. I go, 99X is going to give you the music of the day and give you a landing spot. You have the experience. This is a way to get paid to do what you love.
Yeah. So, yeah, by the time I got to 88.5, 99X was flying high, and they hated it even then. It was like, we don't want to be a little 99X. You don't even sound like a professional DJ. We want to play completely off the wall stuff, nothing commercial. And I was like, no, aren't I here to train to be on commercial radio? No, that was not, they did not like that.
I'm one of the few. There's about 3 or 4 of us that got on radio stations. Matt Jones, Kevin Howard, a couple other people I could mention that came out of 88 in my time frame. But the cool thing was I was doing it commercially, and I won 94 the cheesiest DJ award.
Because you were trying to do it professionally.
And they were all giving me crap for it. But then I said, you know what? Y'all do your shows. So I did the 88 Rewind, which was the old stuff, and nobody wanted to mess with me. But, so 99X is running high. All those air personalities got the hits of the day. Everybody's coming through Atlanta, man, and they're going through the other major cities. And some people you have relationships with. I've probably got 20 relationships with famous people. And then they kept coming back through. So it made those guys careers. They were at the right place at the right time. But when the Dickey brothers bought it, they're like, nah, man, we're going back to rock. We want the regular guys back. 99X. And it was tubing and the higher salaries. So they blew it up. Started us in 08. And then the guy that became the head of Cumulus Content basically was the program director then. He didn't like the joking around as the morning shows took shots at each other. True story. So when he came back, I'm the sole survivor doing a show with Axel, who was the afternoon guy for 99X. So Axel gets job security. He wants the original lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So Southside hit the bricks. I wasn't allowed back in the building after 14 years, and nobody, and you can ask Vicki Shelton or any other program director there or PD, nobody brought in more revenue than I did to Cumulus. 100%. Bert did comparatively, but as far as the rock side, nobody touched me. And I got nothing. Nothing. I got one more check and was told not to come back in the building.
And that was it.
So. And it was I didn't even get a pizza party. Everybody gets a pizza party, but that guy now has brought back 99X, and it's been going for a couple years. But he also has Q100. He also has the country station 1015, and he's got a new morning show. When Bert left, it put a hole.
Yeah.
So now, as of yesterday, there's your show.
The Q Morning Crew. Okay, you got DK. That's the girl here.
DK? All right, because it's a girl, DK's cool. If it was a dude, it's too cheesy. But for the girl, is she attractive from here on our screen?
Yes, she is. She looks very attractive.
All right, good. Great.
We got Joe Beasy.
Which one's he?
He's on the left. He's a handsome dude.
He's handsome, but the name's stupid.
Joe Beasy.
Breezy.
I'm sorry, Joe Breezy.
Breezy's too, hey, what's up, Breeze? It's like dated.
Yeah, so he's been all around San Francisco, Phoenix, San Diego. He's one of these DJs that's traveled all around the country.
Well,
which is exactly what I didn't want to do. I don't think you wanted to either.
Mm-mm.
We wanted to stay in Atlanta because this is where we're from.
Yeah. When we were around Kimmel and Corolla and Kevin and Bean in 98 and with the regular guys, and once I was like really not digging the regular guys and mainly Larry, there was opportunity if I wanted to go out to the West Coast. I just didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? I'm staying in Atlanta. This is my city. I love Atlanta. But yeah, I didn't want to move, but I'll go after the name, but not what he's done. That sounds cool. I'm like, come up with a cooler name. Maybe your own real last name. Trust me.
Oh, maybe it is I don't know. Maybe it is his real last name.
If it is, then I apologize.
And then finally on the right, we have Court Freeman.
I like Court.
Okay. So he looks kind of like a good old boy, but I believe he's from Michigan. He's from Detroit.
So he's going to be your beer drinking good old boy. He'll probably be the guy that just kind of, he's probably got some favorite teams he'll talk about. The other dude is just,
he's all about fitness and, health.
Healthy. And then the girl in the middle, if she's single, then the show will really rock.
Well, okay. Listen, I was going to say, we got to give them a chance, or the markets, just like we did the regular guys. They were new. Now, the key to the regular guys in the beginning, to me, was you were part of it, and you were already known on 96 Rock. So I feel like there's a missed opportunity here. Maybe they should have put someone that's already known in the market with whoever they wanted to bring in.
Yeah.
But it sounds like these guys were all put together. I don't think it was a show that's been together.
No, that's what happens. I was, I interviewed with, of all people, Opie and Anthony. They had the first shot at mornings in Atlanta, and they didn't take it. They went to New York. Then Larry and Eric were second choice out of L.A. I got put with them, and it worked. And then I got put with Bailey by my agent because he had both of us, and he was a Florida radio guy, and that scratched my soul. But here we are. So I wish everybody the best. There's no hate in my game, even if you've hated on moi. But it is weird in the business. This one guy that I just talked about, he is the only one, and maybe members of that morning show, that don't like Southside. And I think it was more my boys, Larry and Eric, going after them than me. But I definitely was piping in. That's your job. And it was the moment in time. Now it's time for a little Steve MZ, and this will be brought to you by Smalls Sliders. Got to call into those guys today as we are upon the grand opening of this location you're looking at right now. That is Windy Hill, just before Cobb Parkway on Highway 41 in Marietta. We'll be there for the grand opening, and we will be representing all locations of Smalls as they cover the state of Georgia.
CMC.
Tiger.
I've seen a lot of great AI videos of Tiger standing by the wrecked car.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I just don't understand how he's done it so many times and doesn't learn his lesson.
Yeah, I'm not going to use my line from yesterday. Did it become a short?
No, it hasn't become a short yet. It's got potential. I got to pull it.
You want me to?
What was it again?
You want me to recreate it?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. So, the news on Tiger. First, nobody can drive a golf ball the way he can, but nobody drives worse than he does.
That wasn't as good as yesterday. Yesterday it was spontaneous.
Spontaneous. I'll do it spontaneous. Okay. Damn, Tiger Woods, man, he's probably one of the best at driving a ball, but he damn sure can't drive a car.
Okay.
Better, but not perfect. Sometimes spontaneity rules.
Yeah.
But no, he's, his decision after the arrest and everything, everybody is screaming because it's easy. It's low-hanging fruit. It's like Breezy on the Q show. It's just a low-hanging fruit. It's like, why call yourself that? Do better. But he has been told by everybody, you're a billionaire. Get a driver. Hire a driver. This is your third accident. He's probably had more than 3. We just don't know about him. But it's his third DUI. And when I say DUI, I'm not talking about drinking. The guy takes pills. He's a pill popper. And he's probably a pill popper because he's in a hell of a lot of pain.
From said accidents. I know he got injured pretty bad in one of them, didn't he?
The second one, and I could be wrong. I remember telling the story, and it doesn't matter whether we're right or wrong. He was out west. And he was on the way to a celebrity golf tournament where he was playing with a celebrity, people paying to play with you. And he was running late, leaves the hotel. Everybody said, I think somebody said he was maybe even smoking. He looked like he was doing something in the car, so he was distracted driving. I love how all these witnesses saw Tiger. But they said that he sped out of the parking lot at a high rate of speed. Like, parking lots, you got to go 20 at a hotel. I think the dude was doing like 50. So he hauls ass out. And then he's driving as fast as he can, going downhill, and somehow loses control. He said on this one, he was messing with the radio and looking at the phone and came up on the vehicle, yanked the wheel not to hit it, and went on a side.
Oh, the old overcorrected, and then that's what flipped it.
And Tiger, the only people that overcorrect, and this is no offense because I love women, are women. Or really nerdy dudes overcorrect. Any guy that is worth his salt or had a father that taught him how to drive, you don't overcorrect. You just you just got to slightly turn and then maybe turn back against the skid. Otherwise, you're going on 2 wheels. And anybody that's ever owned a Jeep knows this. He put it right on its side and it skidded along the road, man. It's not good luck. And guess what they found now in his pocket?
What?
Now that they frisked him, they're giving more information.
Percocets?
No, they haven't said the pill yet. They just said 2 pills in his pocket. They haven't said what they are yet, though.
Viagra?
I don't know. Could be Viagra.
That's my favorite Tiger scandal is the Waffle House waitress. Oh, that whole era.
That's great. And then he was doing a Waffle House waitress, and then he was doing the greeter at a steakhouse.
Well, I mean, he likes the girl next door.
Well, he does. And you know what? And I will tell you, and this you want me to sound horrible, this might be the worst radio break I've ever done outside of what I did on the regular guys. I slept with so many perfect bodies, and I'm talking perfect.
Yeah,
bikini,
we know.
A lot. You get to the point that you want a little different. You're like, hey, man, I want somebody with a little weight here, a little something there, or, maybe not as perfect. And it becomes sexier to you because you're tired of having sex with a damn blow-up doll.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Does it?
I totally get that. I'm totally into that.
Yeah, not that my wife's going, are you calling me not perfect? No, I didn't say that. But, that's just some of what's going on in the world. There's other issues, too, to talk about. Kim Zolciak, Croy Bierman. It has gotten nasty enough. And, boy, I am.
Did they sell that house?
Sell or was it taken? It's gone.
Okay.
I don't know. And I knew all about it. And then there were times I felt like I didn't know anything about it. I know Kim. We're on good terms. We dated for 2 or 3 months.
Of your perfect bodies.
She does have a great body, 100%. Kim does. And if she doesn't have something going perfect, she'll see a doctor about it. But then, after that ended, I think she did the rest of her season. There was even rumor that she was dating a female DJ in Vegas, and then she hooked up with Croy. They had kids. Now, she has her 2, but with Croy, she's had 4 boys. He's asking for full custody. So he must see that there's some issues on
or he doesn't want to be on the hook for child support. Or are they? They're not grown, are they?
No, they're still baby. I mean, they're in their teens to, like.
But if he's get full custody, then that's less child support or no child support.
Yeah, they're all under 18. So we'll see what happens there. And the last one is Rockin' Taco. They're also a sponsor of Steve MZ today. Rockin' Taco is our location. Jeff and I will both be there this Thursday night in Roswell off Canton Street. Rockin' Taco, this is the best bar in Roswell, period. Per Southside Steve. I think you would concur.
So far, yeah. From what the times I've been there, a great time. I'm looking forward to this Thursday because we're going to be seeing a genre tribute band. Ready?
I'm ready.
Velcro Pygmies.
The Velcro. Sorry, not Velcro. Velcro Pygmies. Where the hell they get that name from?
I don't know, but I've been hearing it for many years. So they've been around a while. So and they do like a metal rock tribute. You can see the one dude kind of has a Stephen Pearcy look. You got a Stephen Pearcy look, and
a Red Hot Chili's flea look.
Yeah, and then the guy on the right kind of Nikki Sixx-ish.
Totally.
So it's a genre tribute, as I learned having a minor in tribute band theory from Georgia State. So that'll be this Thursday at the
Rockin' Taco. I hear nothing but great things, so get your tickets right now for the Velcro. God bless. I'm going to F that up on stage. Why can't I say Velcro? I think it's because I hate Velcro. I hate it. My kids have those. I'm like, tie your shoes. I hate Velcro. Yeah. Velcro Pygmies this Thursday night, 8 p.m. start. Get your tickets online. Go to rockintaco.com.
Polydictainment.
Yeah, Mike was in my ears. You heard he said, let's go right into Polydictainment.
I'm fine.
Because we had a good time talking about the Q morning crew.
Yeah, and we're not bashing. It's just it's one guy. And here's the thing, and I'll say this to Brian Phillips as we close and let it get back to him. Here's the deal. He owns the toy box. And it's his job to own it. So if he doesn't want me to play with one of his toys,
you don't get to.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? That's big boy stuff. You embrace change. So I'm not angry. I just thought it was a rug pull, and I thought I could have been treated more decent. And the guy doesn't know me. And if he did, he would realize I'm not a bad guy. He still probably would have made the same decision. Even if he loved me, I don't fit with that group of people.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have fit in the the new relaunch of 99X.
Yeah. So,
but they should have done something.
Should have done something. So cheers to Q in closing, as now we get into politics, which so many people are afraid to talk about.
Yeah, well, this is a better one. It's a good news. If you've been worried about traveling at the airport and the airport lines because of the shutdown, it's getting back to normal. Hartsfield is back to normal because a lot of the TSA agents got paid. They got their month back pay. That's kind of the secret when you hear this government shutdown and they're not getting paid. They always get back paid for, so it's not like we saved money or there was really, but they didn't go to work. That's why the lines are big. Trump sent in ICE. That seemed to alleviate it last week. A lot of these big airports, because you think about it, a lot of those TSA, all they do is sit there and tell you to empty your water, take your computer out of your bag, so really anybody can do that. I guess that's what ICE did to replace some of these TSA agents, but they got paid from an executive order.
Also, there was an ICE agent that saved a life, too. They've talked about it in Atlanta. Atlanta was one of the most messed up cities. The reason Atlanta's getting talked about on Fox or maybe even CNN national coverage because we are the busiest airport. It was always between us and O'Hare. So if anybody's going to have long lines, it's going to be Atlanta. Yeah. And, there was a kid that was choking, and the ICE agents are trained, and they saved him. So that's a plus because you're not dealing with just pour your water out. You're dealing with a guy that knows hand-to-hand combat, knows weaponry, knows how to handle crowds, is a guy that looks and can tell if somebody's up to something. These are the best of the best. They're like Navy SEAL. They're not that level, but they have similar training.
Well, I'm sure TSA agents, they may know CPR. They may have to get trained on CPR.
I can't even. I'm sorry. I have been around. Here's what they have. I still love the color of their shirts. That's a beautiful blue.
Yeah,
it's an electric blue. I don't think I've met one that could save my life. I don't.
I wouldn't.
No offense. And here's why I say that, Jeff. 11% have not returned. 11%. There is a percentage that have quit. I don't know. And then they've interviewed those, and they're like, look, my bills still have to be paid. You can call people, tell them you're a TSA agent. Anybody that's going to ding your credit is an asshole.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that they're like, I'm just going to find another job. Like you and I, when you're in a career, you can't go find another job because the money's too good and you've worked your way up the top. It tells me that either the pay is not good enough or it's just barely above regular jobs.
It probably depends on how long you've been there. So people that don't have the seniority, probably right at that, and they could go get another job for about the same and just to hell with this.
Yeah, and if they're tired of what they're dealing with and not getting paid and dealing with this crap, to me, I think it's a good position to be in if, rather than go take another job because, the government has to look out for you. It's becoming a sore subject, and you got a good excuse when you don't get paid. Sports, and more sports. Right now, sports is brought to you by Regal Nissan. Literally had our guy, Skipper, on the phone. He is the service manager at Regal Nissan, located in Roswell, also where the Rockin' Taco is located, except it's on the outskirts of Roswell. It's almost Alpharetta. So Regal Nissan is posted up on Roswell Road just before 400.
It's a landmark. It's a Roswell landmark, Holcomb Bridge landmark.
Yeah, it's been there since 1980, and it's owned by the Scott family, and second and third generation are working there right now today. It's end of the month, too. This is a great time to get service, man, because you're going to get a deal. Ask for the come on deal. If you need something done, drive in today. Oil change, tire change, buying tires, do it. I just, because he can't talk to us. He said, nah, man, this is end of the month. We're crunching.
They're busy.
They're busy, and this is a great day to buy a vehicle if you want to buy one. That being said, I will take over sports, and we'll get into it. How about now?
Yeah, come on.
You like how I talked over the bumper, Mike?
well, we do it a little bit different when you do sports.
Yeah, I'm just having fun. It's not my.
I mean, we're just competing with the Q morning crew.
Yeah, I wonder what they're talking about. I do wonder what they're talking about. What are y'all talking about? Jeff, tune them in real quick. See if we can't steal their sports. No, my biggest sports is, the Tiger DUI. Will he play for himself in the Masters? Everybody's talking about that he's not injured. He was planning on possibly playing, but will the Masters say, there's too much controversy, or will they just go, hey,
will they embrace it?
They should embrace it,
Yeah.
have more eyes on it.
Yeah.
If you're letting the guys from Live in, which you do because it's the big tournaments, why not? It's color, baby.
Yeah.
People still love him, and it's your job, I think, to take care of him as long as he wants to swing the same way we took care of the Golden Bear. He's the second best golfer as far as a record in the world, and some people think he's the greatest. I did get a little thing from Snitker. You know who Snitker is? I like this guy. He's the manager for the Braves.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
I hope you knew that. Braves are kicking it in. Here's what Snitker did. Great news. He announced his $5 ticket day at Truist Park, and he basically said, look, no kid should feel like they can't, or no parent should feel like they can't take their kid to the ballpark. He just said ticket day. He goes, kids need to grow up on this sport, love this sport. So he's worked with everybody and has announced a $5 ticket day for kids.
That's great. And and all the fathers should be taking their kids to Braves games. That's how I was raised.
Yeah, and he said this initiative is designed to give thousands of low-income families and loyal fans the chance to watch the Braves live in action, many for the very first time. So, they'll have more on that. You can go to the Atlanta Braves, online and see $5 ticket day. But I think that's strong that he's doing that. And to me, I'm like, yeah, every kid should see a little bit of baseball, which I think still is America's game. Now it's time for a little track 13. This is where we play a song, and we did it when we were on radio, but now we can't play it because we'll get dinged, and we're trying to monetize, and we need your help. So subscribe, tell a couple of people you enjoy the show, and subscribe to us. I like when people watch us on YouTube, but if you want to listen on Spotify or Apple, that's fine.
Wherever you get your fine podcasts, that's where we are.
Yeah. And
we'll
just
take any of them.
Subscribe so you get notified. And I promise you we'll always have a good show. We're going to have good guests. And we definitely always pick great music for track 13.
And yeah, you can always listen to the track 13s we talk about. Always put a description or a link in the description of the video. So what do you have today? We have not discussed it. Sometimes we discuss the track 13. Sometimes they just happen on the fly or whatever we've been talking about on the show. We'll do
got one.
He's got one ready to go. What you got?
Have we done the Christopher Cross Ride Like the Wind yet?
No.
Here's why I want to do it.
Okay.
There is a kid. I call him a kid, but I don't know how old he is now. He's probably 28, 29. When I went for Jack Sugar, who is our sports guy, on Mondays and Fridays, my brother-in-law, we went to Vegas probably about, 7 years ago, and this song comes on in the club.
Oh, I think I've heard this story.
And we're at the bar, and he breaks away, and there is about maybe 6 feet of space between one big crowd and another, and he's got about a 12 to 15-yard runway. And this kid starts doing a dance to Ride Like the Wind. I've never seen anything like it. It's like a drill teamer in high school. It's like a cheerleading squad. It's something the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders would want to steal. And he goes, literally, he's like sideways, and he does these moves, and he had a little bit of giddy up, and then he's doing a couple of these, and a couple of that.
He's like acting out the lyrics of the song to dancing.
And it turned out he went to college where nobody else went. And I guess his fraternity put together a skit to Ride Like the Wind.
Okay.
And he just did the dance he knew. That guy had literally 150 people clapping. People were throwing ones at him. And I know for a fact there were 2 or 3 girls that wanted to have sex with him. It was that hot.
Oh, so maybe we need to learn this dance.
We do.
So track 13 normally would be deep cuts. And this was a deeper cut, kind of a lost hit until the Yacht Rock revival. This is a big Yacht Rock song. Christopher Cross. And, of course, Michael McDonald sings back up on this, and Michael McDonald is Yacht Rock, one of the foundations of Yacht Rock.
I would totally agree. I'm glad you got some history on it because all I have is a cool dance in Vegas. But every time I hear this song, I have that visual now.
So that'll be at track 13 today. It is Christopher Cross, Ride Like the Wind on the Come On Show.